right, good morning. We'll get ready in a couple minutes. Get going in a couple minutes, we have about 2 minutes and we'll get started. Go ahead, make sure you have some dumbbells handy. We're going to use 2 dumbbells for the first exercise, 1 dumbbell for most of the other exercises. So probably grab something between, your lightest weights will probably be around 12 pounds, maybe 10 pounds, maybe 15 pounds depending. We're going to do a wide row. Then your heaviest weight, maybe a 20-pound, 30-pound kettlebell or dumbbell if you have it. Otherwise, something around 15 will work today too. Kind of have a big variety here. All right, we'll get warmed up and then we'll wait for others to pop on and then we'll get going. Let's open up the chest, lift that chin, let's round the spine. Today is full body. We're going to do some big movements with lots of different muscle groups, and we're going to do some core for our second exercise of each group. So we'll kind of hit most body parts today. Let's go ahead and bring those arms up and bend to the side and other side. Back to that first side and finish it off here. All right, bring those heels up toward that butt. Let's warm up those quads. We're going to take this into a squat with a reach. We're going to come down, reach toward the ground, and then we're going to reach up toward the ceiling with the calf raise. We have 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. All right, let's take that right leg. We're going to step forward into a lunge. We're going to go to a lateral lunge. We're going to go into a 4 o'clock lunge and then a reverse lunge, just stepping back. Okay? All right, we'll do that 2 more times on this side. Lateral lunge. Open up the hip, 4 o'clock lunge, and then reverse lunge. 1 more. Good. We'll do that a few times on the other side. Front lunge, lateral lunge. Still warming up here. Step back and reverse lunge. Here we go. Open up. Woo. And reverse lunge. Let's do 1 more. Front lunge, lateral. Let's open up. And reverse lunge. Good. We'll jog, get that core temperature up a little bit, and then we'll get started. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming. All right, we'll get out of here in about 25 minutes, 30 minutes. All ready to go for the day, right? All right. Let's bring it up to high knees. We're here for about 10 seconds. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, if you have access to the chat. Make sure I'm not talking to myself today. All right. I'm going to walk through what we're going to do. Everyone can hear me okay? All right. We're going to hinge at the hip. We're going to take a wide row. I'll walk through the first 2 exercises, then you can decide what you want to grab. We hinge at the hip. We row here. Wide row, kind of an upper back row. Okay, so we're rowing that upper back, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Second exercise is core. We're going to be doing some up and down. 2 options here. You're either going to take a crunch with a little rotation, or we're going to do a sit up, toe touch. I know some people have a hard time getting through that full sit up, so take whichever option you want on that second exercise. All right? Good. All right. 40 seconds of work, 20-second break, 2 times through everything. Let's get at it. All right, wide row. Grab those weights, and we'll get started. All right, time is up. We hinge at the hips. We bring those elbows up. We squeeze those shoulder blades slowly lower. Good. Here's our strength exercise. We go into that core exercise after the break. Remember to try to pull that belly button in, stick that butt back. Good. Nice and controlled, nice and slow as you lower. Don't let gravity take hold. We have 4, 3, 2, last one. And break. All right, we're down on that mat. We have those sit-ups with a toe reach, or you're going to crunch with a little rotation, little oblique. All right. We start in 8. We have a 20-second break here. 5 seconds left. Hands behind the head. Pull that low back toward the mat. Let's go. You don't have to bring your hands back behind your head if you don't want to, but if you're crunching, let's do that. Whew. So it'll get you winded. We're about halfway through. Give a good, nice, good twist here at the top. Feel those obliques kick in. Try not to flop back to the mat. If you were here yesterday, your core is probably screaming. And step. All right. One more round of that. We go back to that wide row, back to those sit-ups, and then we switch exercises. All right. Roll those shoulders back and down. 5 seconds. We hinge at the hips. Okay. Nice flat back. Nice loose grip on that row. Try not to squeeze those weights too much. We become more of a bicep exercise. Let's keep this a back exercise. All right. This is great for posture. Strengthen that upper back. More than halfway. Try not to hang the head. 10. 5. All right, we have one more. Here we go. And stop. Good. Back to core. There again, you take that crunch with a little rotation, or you come into that full sit-up and toe touch. 3, 2, 1. Let's rock. Reach. And rotate with that inside hand. Try to roll down one by one that vertebrae on that mat. You can do it quickly. Just try not to flop to the top of your back. Get that low back and roll down with control, right? Whew. Almost there. Last one. And stop. All right, we break. Take a break here. We're going to go into next group of exercises. Nice work. You might have to do a little playing around with what weight works well for this next exercise. So I'm going to use one weight. You can use 2 weights. We're going to come up and slowly lower, okay? If you don't have something heavy enough for 1 dumbbell, you can easily do this with 2 dumbbells, okay, instead. So, all right, second exercise, we're going to be in a hollow hold with a shoulder press. All right, so you're going to find that hold, try to hover those heels, and we're going to create some balance, stability, challenge with that press. The option to keep your heels on the ground, okay? Second time through, we'll do the other side. So get a weight for that ready as well. All right, we start in about 10 with that front raise. You're going to hang on to the outer sides of that dumbbell, or if you have two, you can hang on to the handles, palms face each other. You got 3. Roll those shoulders back and down. 2, 1, let's go. Controlled. You can go up to about shoulder height. We're not going to speed these up. We're going to keep these nice and slow. You're going to feel that core working too. As that arms extend away from the body, the core has to kick on. Doing great. These are harder than they look, right? With control. Good. Last one. And stop. All right. I'm going to find that hold. So you're going to lean back. You're going to lift those feet, or you're going to have a nice light weight on those heels. And then we're going to add that shoulder press. 3, 2. Not going to go as heavy on that shoulder press as if you were doing like a standing shoulder press, because we're countering. We have lots of stability here. Try to get that bicep though up by that ear. Whew, losing it. Again, option to keep those heels touching the mat. Try to keep them almost there, guys. Whew. Back 15. I'm going to tip over. 10. You have 5. 2 more. Last one. And stop. Whew, good. All right, we're back to that first exercise. Grab that weight for that raise. We started at about 10. Roll those shoulders back and down. Tuck that pelvis under, nice strong core. In 3, 2, 1. You lift, lower, 2, 3, 4. Lift, 2, 3, 4. Lower. Good. It's our last time through this. 2 times each exercise. Try not to speed it up. Good. About 10 seconds to go. Good. Whew. Last one. And lower it nice and slow. Good. All right, we're back in that hold. Grab that weight for that shoulder press. Make sure we're leaning back enough to have that tension in that core. Again, you want to make it more challenging, you lift those heels. You want a little bit more stability and control. Keep those heels ever so slightly on the mat. 30 seconds to go. Bicep comes up by that ear. Don't rush the bicep curls. Doing good, doing good. You have 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, take a little water break here. We move on. All right, I'll walk through the next group of exercise. All right. Again, 1 dumbbell will work well for this. Maybe something a little heavier than you just used for that raise. We're going to come into a nice wide stance. Sorry, you can keep your weight here. If you want to keep it low, you can. Just try not to hunch over, okay? Don't let it kind of like it here at the chest, under the chin, so that you try to keep good posture. Okay, we're just alternating right, left. And then we have to go into our plank up downs. You guys know those. You're going to be in a low plank, going to a high plank, going to a low plank. You can use a wall, okay? You can use a bench or the back of a couch to do these, or you can use the mat. You can do them on your knees on the mat or on your toes on the mat. Okay? All right. Lateral lunge. Here we go. In 5. Let's bring that pretty heavy weight up toward that chin. And you're going to sink. Here we go. Into one side. Sink into the other. Alternating, pulling that core in. You got it. Should be difficult by the end. If not, go up in weight. If you don't have them, ask them for your birthday. Good. 10. See if you can sink just a little lower. Stop. Good. All right. Plank up downs, knees or toes. Your choice. Start in 10. Already hit some shoulders, so this will be nice and challenging for us. We have start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Come on down. Push on up. Again, option. Find a wall. There's something for everybody. This should not be impossible because you can find a prep to do this. You can do these on your knees, on your toes. It should be easy, but there's options. Try to alternate or switch sometimes which arm you're pushing up with. It doesn't have to be every other rep, but try to make sure that you push up with your weaker arm, the one that you don't favor. You'll notice which one you want to push with. Try to push with the other one. And stop. Good. All right, second and final round of these. Roll those shoulders back and down. Weight is here. We start in about 8 seconds. Step out to the left this time to start. We're going to sink into that lunge. You can keep your feet where they are. Sometimes you need to play around a little bit with how far apart they are. Good. Try to keep posture. Try not to break down in that upper back. Keep it nice and tall. Good. Could always use 2 dumbbells for these too. 3. Let's do one more. Get the other side. Good. All right, plank up down. Last time. 20 seconds to transition. Three, 2, 1. Let's go. Find that plank. You can always hold a plank too, if need be. Trying to keep those hips square to the mat the best you can. Try to limit the amount of kind of swaying. You'll naturally definitely have some. I definitely do as well, but something to focus on. 10 seconds. These are not easy. And stop. Whew, glad those are over, huh? All right, we have another group of exercises. This is, I don't know why I keep saying it, singular. 2 exercises. Roman deadlift to a squat. All right, that's where you're going to go heavier. This will probably be one of your heavier exercises. 1 or 2 weights. I'm going to use 1. It gets a little awkward as I get bigger. I'm going to come into a Roman deadlift. Okay, and then we're going to take it to a squat. Okay, you can use 2 dumbbells as well or a kettlebell. So if you need a demonstration on that, let me know. I'll just do it real quickly. These aren't the same weight, but RDL, you can come to a squat like that, okay? Or a kettlebell, 2 hands on the kettlebell, and then flip it to a squat. We've done those several times. All right, Second exercise, cross crunch. We're going to be here, cross crunching on our mat, laying down. 7 seconds. All right. Grab that heavy one or two. Roll those shoulders back and down. Soft knees hinge at the hips. Keep that weight nice and tight. Come into that squat. We're not rushing it. Lower that weight. You're doing great. Keep her going. Hinge at the hips, soft knees, and then take it into that squat. Toes can be straight or slightly pointed out. Pulling that core in. All right, one more, final one. Good. All right, for that cross crunch, you do not need any weight. I'll walk you through it. Let's get onto our back on the mat. You're gonna have your left leg long and your right hand behind your head. Left hand is out to the side. We're gonna crunch in, extend, crunch in. Here we go. Extend. We stay on one side for the whole 40 seconds. Second round will be on the other side. You can let that leg hover. Don't let it touch the ground. Try to get that elbow toward that knee. You don't have to touch. We're focusing on what we're working. So we're not focusing on that leg or that elbow per se. We're focusing our mind to our core. Okay? 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, back to that deadlift. Squat combo. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. Looking good. About 12 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, set that weight down, cross crunch, other side. Right leg is long, left knee is bent, left hand behind the head, right hand out to the side, give you some stability here. 4. Woo! Here we go. 40 seconds. You're hitting those obliques. Try to hold up, don't let that belly pop up toward the ceiling, okay? Pulling it toward the mat, pulling those muscles down. Easier said than done, I know. Halfway. Finish strong. 5 seconds. We're going to do 2 more exercises to finish off the workout. All right, we'll take a little quicker break because I want to get through these before time's up. We have a split squat to a hip hinge. So we've not done these. Weight's going to be in the hand that's the leg is back on for that split squat, and then hip hinge. So we've done those hip hinges before, those deadlifts, right? We know how to send our hips back. So same thing. We're going to come in here, and then we're going to hip hinge. You'll feel that. It's like a single leg deadlift, kind of. It's a good one. So you're going to want to go pretty heavy on these. Second exercise, slow mountain climbers. Nice and slow. All right. Grab that weight. It should be pretty heavy. At least maybe 17, 20, 25. All right, 4. We start. Left leg forward, right leg back. Weight is in the right hand. So I didn't give you a whole lot of time. Hinge at the hip. That weight kind of comes to the inside of that front ankle. Good. A little bit different than what you've seen. If you're not feeling that hip hinge and you're feeling like everything's breaking down, you can stay in that squat, split squat. Good. You'll really feel the glutes kick on, hamstrings. Yep. 5 seconds. Let's finish this one. And stop. All right, slow mountain climber. You know these. We're going to do a climber, but we're not jumping. Take it nice and slow. So it's more core, less cardio, a little bit of shoulder too. All right, and 5. Alternating right, left. Here we go. Shoulders are above those wrists. Separate those shoulder blades, so push into the mat. Try not to hang the head. Woo! Nice job, you guys. $15. Almost there. And stop. All right, weight is in the left hand. Right leg is forward. I know it's probably backwards on your screen. Not good at doing the mirroring. All right. Again, split squat, hinge at the hip, like this. All right. 2, 1, let's go. Nice tall posture. Don't let that back round when you lean forward, okay? Pull those shoulder blades back. Pull those shoulders back. Keep that neck neutral. We only get one. So one set per side. All right, we have one more after this. Last one. Woo! Those are great. All right. Mountain climbers, and then we're done. Back to reality. All right, 8 seconds. Let's find that plank. This time, let's spice it up a little bit. We're going to bring that knee to elbow, and then we're going to drive that heel up. Then we do the other leg. Okay? Here we go. Knee toward elbow. Flex that foot, drive that heel. Switch. Make things a little more interesting. With control. Drive that heel toward that ceiling. Flexed foot. You don't have to go super high on that kick. Good. Again, what are we focusing on? Core. Focus on your core. Good job. We're 8. And stop. Nice work, you guys. That's the end of the workout. You did a great job. Hope to see you next week. Have a great day.